Today's show brought to you in part by GoToMeeting. For a free 30-day trial, use code podcast at gotomeeting.com.
Wiki what? We're going to tell you what Wiki is here on Travel App of the Day. It is Monday, April 9th. Wiki what, Andy? Do you know what we're talking about today?
Wikitude.
Wikitude.
Yeah.
It's
actually, augmented reality, I guess, is the official name, huh?
Augmented reality. And if you were watching Trending RV today, we covered a little bit more on augmented reality, talking about Google's new Project Glass. And so today we're going to talk in the realm of augmented reality, but in the travel app called Wikitude. This is something I found a while ago, and Andy, just for those of you who had been watching when we covered it a few months ago, it has just recently taken an update the last few days, so be sure to update your phone because there's some cool new features on there. What we're talking about here is this great app which uses augmented reality to tell you what's going on in the world around you, and it almost reminds me of Sims, Andy, and you kind of create this own little world, you know, with your phone. And the best part about this is A, it's free, and B, it's for not only iOS devices, it's for Droid devices, and it's also for BlackBerry users, which you don't see all that often. So if you have one of those three devices, which I'm sure a little bit more wide range of people that it'll be available to, you can use this app. So, you know, let me mute that down there.
You log in with Facebook? Is that how you do that? Or do you have to create a separate Wikitude account?
Actually, you know, with mine, I've got the wrong video going here. Too many buttons. That's what happens when you give me too many buttons. There we go.
Recovery there.
Yeah, there we go. There it is, Wikitude. So I'm not sure. Actually today when I got on mine, I just started using it. It took my location, it used where I was at, and I was in my office, which, you know, has 4 walls, and I'm in a building, and all I had to do was just kind of move it around, and it showed me restaurants and whatever tab I clicked on, you know, there's the tabs there, and I could see these restaurants, and obviously they're not close, but in that general direction, and I know the more that you populate an area. Are you doing it? There you go.
Oh, okay. So I've got the map that's come up here.
Yes.
But I need to shift over to a different view then, huh?
Yes. So it is. This little video here will be in the show notes if you want to take a look at it. But you can create your very own, like I said, your augmented. Oh, there you go.
So here's an augmented reality, augmented part of me at the studio. But then we've got these other things floating around, depending on the azimuth of how I turn the phone around here in the studio. It also is pointing to other features that I could click on there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's really, really neat. And what I love about it is, you know, you can actually recommend places and do all that kind of great stuff and add places if they're not already there. And Andy, I don't think that where we are at, it's really all that populated, but I'm sure if you went to bigger cities, it's going to be extremely populated. You're going to find reviews and all kinds of great things, but you can be friends with your friends on there.
Right.
And kind of create your own little world within, you know, the friends that have been to those restaurants, see their reviews.
If you want to know where KFC is, or Hooters.
There you go.
Right.
Hey, that closed. That needs to be updated, I think.
Oh, it does indeed. Okay, so, but this is pretty cool because in this direction, I know there's a lot of other restaurants and so forth, and it pulls it right up.
And you know, the other day we talked about Roams and how that kind of uses all those social media sources to, you know, bring. I like to switch into you when you're doing this. All those resources to collaborate information for you. And on this you can find events and tweets and Wikipedia articles actually on where you're at, ATMs, restaurants, and user reviews. So this is really, really neat. It's got over 150 million different places on here. So to say it's not populated would be untrue, would be a very untrue statement.
2,500 content providers.
Absolutely. So, you know, hop on there. I know you can make a Wikitude account.
Let me search for Thai restaurant.
There you go. Oh, yes, and see if it brings up our favorites here. And make sure it's up to date. So why I think this is important to travel, to RVers, people who are out there traveling, is, again, it's that whole becoming a local, finding out what's around you. And if you are into augmented reality, if this is some kind of technology that you think is really cool or you find really practical, this is what you want to check out. It's Wikitude. It's free. iOS, Droid, and BlackBerry. Now, Andy, also, you can find out coupons. Kind of like Foursquare, where if you check in at certain places, you know how you can get like 50. There's a special. This also has specials, so you can find those coupons with Wikitude. So check that. This actually, do you see the example here? Search for specific places. Example: Thai restaurant. Or were you just on cue? Are you just that good?
No, we are just that good. And actually, it did. It pulled up the Thai restaurant just right down the road here, and we can go directly to that. And also, it looks like it's cross-referenced with Yelp. It's calling up now another Thai restaurant 11 miles that way.
Yes.
So, very, very useful.
There is Yelp reference on there, which is really great. So you're getting not only reviews from these, from your friends, but also credible sources as well, which credible sources meaning Yelp with other people who have given reviews.
Right.
Now, Andy, this isn't it. This is Wikitude for your devices, right?
Yes.
So now they've come out with something new. Something new, you say. What something new? They have come up with, it's $9.99 US download, Wikitude Drive. It's an augmented reality navigation app for your phone. It's only available for Droid right now. It is not available for BlackBerry. It is not available for iOS. So if you have a Droid device and want to have augmented reality navigation, it's only $9.99. Andy, they've got this app for different countries.
Wow.
You can get it in Austria.
It's your own heads-up display.
Yeah.
If you're not in a Black Hawk helicopter, you can get the next best thing on the ground.
Exactly. So, they're just adding a lot of different things to Wikitude. And actually, Andy, if we want to get super, super geeky, Wikitude now has an SDK.
Yes.
So you can add it to your own app. So let's see your eyes light up. Do they light up at all?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been right on the verge of an Android decision here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa,
so,
this is news
trying
to me.
Figure out. It's just that two-year contract thing, because we've got this one, and we can't have a mixed marriage. I mean, you can't have like where one has the iPhone and the other has the Android. Right?
So
I don't know. We'll have to see how that might work out.
Might pan out.
Perhaps with counseling.
If all else fails in your phone decisions, your marital phone decisions, seek counseling. Yeah, that might be a good one. So but no matter what provider you go to, Andy, you can, if you switch to Droid, not provider, whatever device you have, you can still get this. So that's the good news for you.
I can get Wikitude on either.
Yeah, there you go. So check it out. Let us know what you think. I really think this is a cool app. I'm actually really excited to go out and use this more, and use it more this summer when I'm traveling to more populated cities to see how it's used. So Wikitude and Wikitude Drive. The Wikitude Drive, I must admit, I'm a little scared about that. Should I be scared about that?
You may want to use caution.
Use caution, of
use
course.
Common sense and caution. Just as we say on JCash Radar.
Exactly. Common sense and caution with Wikitude Drive. So check them out. We've got all the links in the show notes, of course, free for the regular app, $9.99 for the Drive app. And no show would be complete without our 30 seconds of shameless plugs. Just want to tell you real quick that you can watch this show along with a lot of great shows here at RVNN.TV. Now on the Boxee, we've got an app in the channel store. You can subscribe to the RVNN Daily. It comes out every Friday with great social media contributors. Just a fun thing to follow. We are now on Pinterest. Of course, we're on Google+, so be sure to circle us. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. And we are on the Roku. We've recently been moved to the travel category, so be sure not only to subscribe to us, but give us a rating. We would greatly appreciate it.
And I figured it out. The RVNN Daily is the weekly summary of the Daily Post, right?
Yeah, kind of. Sort of. We'll talk during commercial here, but we'll talk. We appreciate you joining us today for Travel App of the Day. Would love your feedback, so be sure to connect with us on all those social media sites and let us know what you think about Wikitude and all the other apps that we've covered. We will be back on Wednesday, so be sure to join us then. We'll see you then.
Hey, Gabe, want to go for a walk? Gabe? Gabe? Gabe?
Hey, buddy, you lost? Hold on.
If your pet is the adventuresome type, be sure he's connected to Pet Hub. A quick scan using any smartphone shares your pet's vital information, so that even his wildest escapades